How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome to Steinsgate, my darling's embrace. I'm tagging this on to the end of the Steinsgate stuff because, I mean, I've got everything else covered besides Steinsgate Elite. I don't know if I'll actually go through that because, frankly, it's just Steinsgate again. This is something a little special. I didn't even know this existed until, like, I was already, like, partway through Linear Bound Phenogram, and then I discovered that this little present had been dropped onto Steam as well, and, well, we can't just let that just be, right? Apparently, from what I understand, this is effectively a dating sim. So yeah, as you saw from the intro, this is gonna be interesting. Oh boy. Okay, so basically what this is effectively what Steinsgate could have been if you didn't have all the drama and the time travel. Well, maybe it'll have some of the time travel, but what if you didn't have CERN? What if you didn't have, you know, Steinsgate Zero's dark timeline? What if you could just be around the girls and, you know, make friends with them, potentially start a relationship with one of them. Like I said at the end, like, these are the worlds that might have been. It's effectively just a, like, it's fan fiction. This is the dating. No, go away. I don't need that again. It's effectively what we all pictured in our minds at some point or another. It's just kind of a time to indulge. So, I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be great. After all the drama and the heartache and the stuff, this is gonna be super fun. So yeah. Oh, look at that, I already got the choice of Steinsgate, the new choice of Steinsgate. So yeah, this is gonna be a thing. So I'm guessing that there are completely different paths. I don't know if you just choose the path right from the beginning or if it's based on in-game choices. However, as always, especially with a game like this, I am not gonna show all of them. However, I don't think I could do it justice if I didn't show at least 2 endings. So I'm going to pick 2, maybe 3 if I'm feeling cheeky. Depends on how many paths I think there actually are. But I'm going to pick the 2 or 3 that I am personally most interested in. I know all of you are going to have different opinions, and you can all absolutely bombard me in the comments and on Discord with the choices that you think I should make. And I'm going to play them all. But I'm only going to play blindly the 2 or 3 that I personally feel vested in. I'm sure many of you already know what the first one will be because it's going to be Best Girl. Gotta say. The next 1 or 2 we'll leave up in the air. It depends. I'm going to see them all, but which ones are we going to showcase on the channel, which ones are we going to react to, we will find out. But it will be pretty obvious which path I'm going to go down first. But again, if this is like a normal Steinsgate video, we might not even get to the choices for a while, and I don't even know how the choices are going to be made. So it's possible I could go to an ending surprised. Like, I might end up on a path without realizing it. So we'll have to see. I'll tread carefully. But it's pretty obvious if you've been watching my videos up till now who I'm gonna go after and make sure. So we will see a specific ending for sure. We'll just see what else we decide to grab on the way. But yeah, of course, if you want to play this yourself, grab it on Steam. There's a link in the description of the down below. Like, play it along with me, play it for yourself, or just refresh yourself on it, or play it for the first time with me. I hope to hear your thoughts and ideas. And then at the wrap party, when we talk about Linear Phenogram, we'll also talk about My Darling's Embrace, because apparently I saw in that intro that this is going to be where that maid girl Suzuha comes from. Apparently there's a lot more maid girls, so and swimming suits. Oh, the swimming suits. Oh no. Alright, let's get this madness going, shall we? I'm scared. Yeah?
だがその偶然はあらかじめ決められていた世界の意志でもあった。
Right.
俺はイカれてなどいない。至って正常だ。ここでは真実を語っているんであって、断じて中二病の妄想なんかじゃない。きっかけはほんの些細なことだとしても、それが未来の大きな流れを決定づけてしまうこともある。バタフライ効果という言葉を知っているか？知らないのなら調べるのだ。それぐらいの慎重さが求められているのだということを理解しろ。残念ながら俺は慎重じゃなかった。自分の愚かさを分かっていたらこんな事態になんてならなかった。今をこんな形にしてしまうこともなかった。だが分かるはずがないだろう。あの瞬間の自分の手に俺たち全員の運命を決定づけるような重大なターニングポイントのスイッチが握られているなんていうことは分かるはずがないんだ。
Alright.
考えても見るがいい。普段の人間の知覚は 99% が遮断されている。人は自分で思っている以上に愚鈍な生き物なんだよ。普段の生活の中に埋もれている何気ないことなど気にも留めないし、知覚したとしてもすぐに忘れるか脳が処理をしないかのどちらかなんだ。あの時の俺に言ってやりたい。迂闊なことをするなと、軽率なことをするなと、見て見ぬふりをするなと、もっと注意を払えと。運命という名の女神は思った以上にずっと性悪で、いつでも戯れの糸をお前の周囲に張り巡らせているのだと。
Alright. So that's a kind of a warning and implying that the decisions on which path you take will be subtle.
死へ望む存在とともに生まれ消えていく。有限。
Alright, so I also want to clarify too. The way that these games came out was actually Steinsgate, My Darling's Embrace, Steinsgate Linear Phenogram, and then Steinsgate 0. So I kind of did it backwards. I did Steinsgate original, then I went 0, Linear Bound Phenogram, and then this. But to be fair, Linear Bound and this one aren't really canonically like in a line anyway, so I'm perfectly fine with that. But yeah, so that might be the game's subtle hint that it's not going to be as easy. It's just like pick the girl you want. It's going to be very so like I might do something out of character to try and avoid an ending I don't want to get, but it'll have to be interesting. I wonder what this will be like. Well, let's get to it, shall we? Like I said, I'm going to make sure I get at least one ending in particular, but we'll find out what we get as we go.
一方で、時間は過去から未来へと移ろいゆくのではなく、超自然的に悠然とただそこにある。無限。
Okay, I'm with you there.
英知を持つを知らぬ者こそが真の知者であることは、すでに過去の知者が語るところである。知を知る者は知に溺れ、知を知らぬ者は泳ぐ術を知らず。
Interesting.
知るを知るとなし、知らざるを知らずとなす。これ、知るなり。知らぬことを知らぬと認めることこそが、神へと近づく第一歩となる。
Is he talking to like the screen llama again? Or alpaca, I guess. But in this case... Oh, he's gonna say it.
ねえ、まゆり、ここにある紙コップは使っていいの？
Quiet! I'm monologuing!
いいと思うよ。
I have a message. I want to click it so bad.
はい。頼まれてたお菓子買ってきたよ。こんな感じでよかったかな。
I'm already happy.
これお母さんが持っていけって。あー、唐揚げだ。おいしそう。
Oh yeah.
ねえねえ、ちょっといいかにゃ。
And there's Ferris. Good girl.
このペットボトルを冷蔵庫に入れといてほしいにゃ。
Alright, I think the music's a little loud. Maybe I can... Normally it's not that big of a deal, but I can barely hear them. Well, we'll keep it for now, but let me know. On your end, does it come across, like, can you hear them very well? If it doesn't pick up their audio soon, I'll probably change it.
知らんというよりはわからんというべきか。
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's sounding way loud for some reason. Odd. Up till now, it's been pretty good, but yeah, let's take care of this. Oh, it's kind of cool. It's like letting me play with it. I want to keep that there. No, let's do that. Let's see how that works. Though I hold my cell phone by my right ear, nobody's on the other line. No noise emanates from the speakers. It's completely silent. A stark contrast to the hustle and bustle filling the room. A single drop of sweat rolls down my chin and falls onto the floor.
おかわり？ねえってば。
A girl stands before me. She's talking to me with her head tilted. Her face exhibits the sort of pure innocence you would expect of a junior high student. The sort that would feel no anxiety even if she were about to enter the enemy territory. Alright, again, I hate doing these like live and on the fly, but I mean, I'm not going to record an entire episode with it like this. So we're going to max the volume there. We're going to keep things there. Yeah, that should be good. And any other settings? Like, yeah, we got everyone talking, so we're good. Alright, back to it.
わからないって何がわからないのかな。
そうか。思った通り、これも機関の差し金か。
Oh boy, the organization's we had these tips again. Organization is the organization. Nothing more, nothing less. It's a formal name of something else, but even uttering that name is a death wish. For that reason, all who know its existence simply call it the organization.
やむをえん。これもシュタインズゲートの選択ならば。な。L。夫妻。Congrats.
I lower my cell phone and look around the room to get a better grasp of the situation. Liking the blue, by the way. The blue trim is really nice. But the questions only multiplied.
もしかしておかり、マユシーのこと忘れちゃった？マユシーはね。
No, we can never forget about you, sweetie. Alright. Alright, so I have all these messages fetched. Like, so many messages. And there's a lot that's closed, even. Sure to win. Oh! Oh, okay, so... Ocarines of Perv. Okay, so these are all the testing ones. Bilotto 6. Okabe. I drank so much coffee, it hurts. Random garbage. Is that the video one? How many letters work? What's up? It's all good. Are you okay? Yeah, this is just them testing the so they have the machine. Time to change. Please buy me mocha. Yeah, okay, so, like, it's kind of following the same pattern of everything else, but is there anything different? Medicine occurred, it's Naikiri Mocha, 20 years old, Okay, so that's about the computer, right? What's the device? Attachments. That's a really, really blurry picture. So, was it being annoying? Sorry, I really need information. I've been fit 100. Let me know if you know anything. Are you a student, Okabe? You on summer break? You're a day and night person. I'd rather email you around a certain time. She's persistent. By the way, I don't like talking on the phone, so please don't call me. Bye bye. Okay. Weird. Oh wait, how am I forgetting? The most important thing, and it's saying I still have a message, but change the wallpaper. Alright. Done all that important stuff. Maybe, wait, why is there still a message? Okay, so it looks like I might be able to actually do phone calls and stuff. That could be interesting. Oh, like, there's a ton of messages from her that I didn't open. Yeah, this is like all stuff that she said tonight. Okay, good. Now we've gotten all that cleared out. Fetch me. Good grief, what a lot of busy work. And I got like 3 achievements for like clicking stuff on the phone.
案ずるな。お前は椎名真由里。この未来ガジェット研究所の創設者にして、狂気のマッドサイエンティストである王院京馬の人質だ。しっかりと覚えている。
Yes, excellent.
よかった。ちゃんと覚えててくれたんだね。
Yeah, yeah. Right, this high schooler who looks like a middle schooler is Sheena Mayuri. She's a member of the laboratory, Lab Mem 002 to be precise, and my childhood friend. I could never forget her. Aww. And what I'm talking about has nothing to do with forgetfulness. I just don't understand any of this.
どうしたん、まゆし。何か問題でもあったん？
Is he talking weird, or did they have a different voice actor for him here?
オカリンの様子がちょっと変なの。だからどうしたのかなって。
オカリンの様子が変？
Yeah, I think that's a different voice actor. Am I crazy? That doesn't sound like Daru.
何言ってるの、まゆり。岡部の様子が変だなんて今に始まったことじゃないでしょ。
Yeah, Kusu.
そうそう。マキセ氏の言う通り。変じゃないオカリンはオカリンじゃないよ。
Oh yeah. This man, who makes all those around him uncomfortable and who has been occupying my focus for some time now, is Sashida Itaru. I also know him as Daru. Not only is he an extraordinary super haka, he's also the right arm of Hyonin Kyoma. Again, Hyonin, a tremendously skilled hacker, at least someone who claims to be. The threat, my friend, is a hacker, so he can easily find out who you are, often appear during arguments on the internet. People mockingly call the obvious non-existent hacker a haka. Of course, he's the real deal, but... And...
それより岡部、言い出したのはあんたなんだから、そんなところでボケっと突っ立ってないで手伝いなさいよ。
ああ、Makise。
クリスティーナよ。貴様は何度言えばわかるのだ。いいか、俺は岡部倫太郎ではなく、泣く子も黙るマッドサイエンティスト、ローリンキョーマだ。何度も言っているだろう。
Ah, it's good to have the old Hyonin Kyoma back.
あんたこそそのクリスティーナって呼び方やめろと何回言えばわかるのよ。
なに？だったら何と呼べばいいのだ？ザ・ゾンビか？セレセブか？それともやはり助手と呼んでほしいのか？
だから名前で呼べ。
ならばやはりクリスティーナではないか。
He's such a punk.
だから私にはちゃんとマキセ・クリスという立派な名前があると言っとろうが。
相変わらずいちいち細かいことを気にするやつだな、クリスティーナは。
What a punk. She responded only with a glare. It's so easy to make her mad. But since there's no telling how she might exact her revenge, I should stop things before they get out of hand. Nothing is as scary as a woman with vengeance on her mind.
それで？
は？
ではない。17歳でアメリカの大学を飛び級で卒業し、世界的学術雑誌サイエンス誌に研究論文が載ったほどの天才脳科学者マキセ・クリス女子は一体この俺に何を手伝いと言っているのだ？
I like how this is like, it's like totally a way he would actually talk, but it's a great way to exposit and remind the reader who she is if they haven't been playing Steinsgate in a while.
説明台詞オツ。
Yeah, it's good. The Daru freaking calls him out. Quit breaking the fourth wall, man. So, for Otsukare-sama, which means good work or way to go in Japanese net slang.
なんで でいちいち気に障るような言い方しかできんのだ。
Yeah, I know, right?
俺は事実を言ったまでだ。
That's right. Everything I said was true. In spite of her age, this girl is a world-renowned neuroscientist. In summer, she came to me begging for a chance to be my disciple, so I took her into lab member 004. Right. She was begging. The neuroscience scientific study of nervous system, also refers to as neurology, utilizes biochemistry, molecular biology, and the physiology of neurons and neural circuits to examine and research the brain. Very cool stuff. Yet this is what I get. While this sort of behavior may fly in other countries, she needs to know that Japan doesn't take these things so lightly. Fortunately for her, Hyoden Kyoma is not bothered by such petty things. I will allow this indignity to slide without comment. Oh, really? I'd be impressed if it was without comment. Allow me to make it perfectly clear that my silence is not due to the terror this woman instills in me.
それではもう一度尋ねるが、これは一体何の騒ぎなのだ？
何のって？
I look around the room. It's August 5th.
あれ、ここって電子レンジなかったかにゃ？
Oh, yeah, no, it's a bit busy right now.
あ、確か奥の部屋にあったと思いますけど。
電子レンジはオカリンが使えなくしちゃったのです。
Yeah.
あ、そうなんだ。
これはどこに？
Wait, what do you have? Clutter and technology covers every free surface in the tiny room as if to drive home the point that we're a laboratory. Yet somehow, people bustling around in this crap space. What does this mean? I'm having a party, dude. How did you miss this?
だからあんたが言い出したことでしょうが。
だから俺が一体何を言い出したというのだ。
Wait, what? How did he time leap or something?
だから新しいガジェットの完成祝いに宴会を行うって言ったのはあんただろうが。
Okay.
だからだから新しいガジェットだと今そう言ったのか？
Yeah, he definitely does something.
そうだお。電話レンジカッコ仮に続く新作ガジェット9号機から11号機。
Wait, numbers 9 through 11. Okay, yeah, we've missed a lot. What's happening here?
何ということは3台もか？
何言ってるんだお。たくさん作れと言ったのもオカリンじゃないか。
Hmm.
なるほど、そういうことか。
Daru and Kirish's explanations have brought the truth to light. In summation, I asked them to make new gadgets, and now we're celebrating our successes. The only problem is, I don't recall any of this. Could I have been given them this order subconsciously? Or could this too be the organization's doing? No, that's not it. In that case...
ダルよ、もう一つ聞いてもいいか？
だが断る。
Yeah. A clear refusal. To the untrained eye, that is, Daru's constant use of net slang is a conditioned reflex, even when obscuring his true responses. So I ignore him and ask anyway.
今から宴会を行おうというのは分かった。しかしだ、ラボの宴会になぜあの連中がいるのだ？
Because they're having a party. I pointed at the people moving about the room. If it's a laboratory party, only lab members should be invited. But including myself, there are 8 people here. As far as I can remember, our laboratory only had 6 members. Or at least as of 5 minutes ago. Following that logic, we have 2 non-lab members interlopers in this room with us.
なぜって、それはラボ面だからに決まってるっしょ、上皇。
So, okay, we've missed a lot then. SMH, internet slang used to show one cannot believe something, often used against people defying common sense.
ラボ面だと？まさかここにいる全員がか？
Okay, where are we?
そうだけど、それが何か？
いや。
Now I get it. The creation of new gadgets, a party, new lab mems, none of which I remember. This could only mean...
生木瀬氏、 まゆしの言う通り、やっぱり今日のオカリンちょっと変かもしらん。
Yeah, this is definitely strange.
ええ、そうみたいね。
With this much evidence, there's no room for doubt. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn.
どうやら実験は成功のようだな。
実験？
Right.
実験って。おい、あんたまさか。
察しがいいな、クリスティーナよ。
I looked around the room and raised my voice so that everyone could hear me.
その通り。ついさっきまで俺は D メールの実験を行っていたのだ。
Oh
そして
boy.
今度こそ俺の考えは間違っていなかったのだと確信した。我法王院京馬はここに断言する。やはり D メールには過去を改変する力があるのだ。
Okay. Oh boy.
禁断無敵のダーリン禁断無敵のダーリン禁断無敵のダーリン禁断無敵のダーリンいつだって油断はできない今日もまたあの人は来るかなとにもかくにこれでもアイドルって素敵なのに4人の子でも君は客席の2列目いつも素敵な笑顔で光照らしてくれるからのラブリルリラクリティカルな不意の接近目に見えない恋の部分ゲームみたいな DD がため私推しのクラスタでいてステージゲーって君にだいぶいざ行け未来ラビューラビュー鳥は過去にもイエーイ禁断無敵のダーリン禁断無敵のダーリン禁断無敵のダーリン禁断無敵のダーリン
This game's gonna break my brain. This game's gonna break my brain. Entropy, the origins, rumble. I'm already so lost. It's 2 intros we've watched. Fetch. Oh my gosh. It all started with the invention of Future Gadget number 8, aka the phone wave named subject to change. The Future Gadget Laboratory was founded by the mad scientist Yonen Kyoma with the stated intention of making future gadgets. The reason I say stated is because gadget invention is merely a stepping stone on the path to the real goal. That goal is to destroy the hierarchy of our society and bring chaos to this world. Inventing gadgets is simply a means to an end, but in the process, we stumbled upon an unbelievable invention. The phone wave named subject to change. At first, it was merely a microwave connected to a cell phone that could be used to control from afar. But a few days ago, we discovered an unintended side effect. Yep, talk about it unintended. The side effect is the surprising ability to send emails to the past. It's like, just a tiny little detail. But do not think these are any mere emails. Sending a message to the past allows you to interfere with events as they have come to pass. For example, you could send yourself past self a jackpot winning lottery numbers. Should the past receive your message that number and produce a winning ticket, well... How about that? You see now how earth-shaking that discovery is now, right? What's that you say? This is all in my head? That's what is difficult to converse with that is why it's difficult to converse with the willfully normal, though I suppose it's natural to have doubts. Even I doubted at first. However, it all happened as I said, and that is the truth. Nothing is more absolute than truth. With that in mind, we've been conducting experiments over the last few days. And today, we finally have our answer.
やはり D メールには過去を改変する力があるのだ。
Oh boy. Though we'd experimented countless times, we never found any conclusive evidence. But this time's different. The situation I'm in right now is entirely due to the D-mail I sent to the past self. The world has been changed.
俺たちは世紀の大発明を成し遂げたのだ。
I wonder, can I see what our D-mail was? So like, there's that one. What if it was the money? Like, is this like a Worldline where we actually won the thing? I don't know.
どうだ。驚きのあまり声も出せまい。
Our invention will reshape the history of mankind. I'm sure that my bold declaration has rendered everyone speechless.
他に足りないものは
What? Speech.
お箸はあるかにゃ。ここに。
They literally are listening to the thing he
バナナ
says.
でいいか
Bananas! These accursed barbarians! How pitiful that their feeble brains are unable to comprehend the announcement of the invention of the century.
な。はい。
Just as I thought, my story has her hooked. Of course she is. She didn't just give a lecture about the time machines at Radicon a week ago. There's no way she isn't interested.
今言ったことは本当なの？
言ったこととは？
だから実験。それによって過去を変えたって話。
I think so.
もちろんだ。
証拠は？
俺の経験による。
経験ってどんな経験よ？
教えてほしいか？
Yes, that's the intention of a question.
それはもう。
だったらそこに三つ指をついてお願いします法王院京馬様と言え。そうすれば教えてやらないことも。
She's gonna punch you in the
ね
face.
えまゆり、このお皿はもう並べた方がいいの？
聞いてください、お願いします。
Please listen to me, don't leave me alone.
最初からそう言えばいいのよ。
Aw, she's got your number, man.
オカリン弱っ。
God, what humiliation. But I must be patient. Only then will I be able to reveal to them how truly great I am. Right. And when I do, even my assistant will be in awe of my genius. I told my assistant and Dara what I'd been up to for the last couple days. In exchange, the two of them agreed to tell me more about our current situation. Doing so allowed me to slightly firmer grasp on the world as it currently stood.
なるほど。どうやらあんたが変えてしまう前の過去と変えた後、つまり今の状態での過去、共通しているところも多いみたいね。
ああ、その代わり現実はそれなりに変わってしまっているようだ。
Once we discovered D-mail, we conducted an experiment, aka Operation Erd, to study how D-mails worked. Though all things considered, things haven't really changed that much. The primary difference is that I suspended the experiment to focus on creating new gadgets. And of course, that now we have 8 lab MEMs here instead of 6. Those are the only differences.
でもやっぱりどう考えても不思議よね。
不思議？何がだ？
決まってるでしょ？あんたのその能力がよ。なんて言ったっけ？確か
Reading Steiner.
天才少女という割には物覚えが悪いな、クリスティーナよ。今一度教えてやるから耳の穴かっぽじってしっかりと聞くがいい。
Oh, he is really hot and Hyonin tonight.
俺に備わりし世界の変動を見届ける力、その名をマガン・レーデングシュタイナー。
やっぱりそのネーミングどうにかならないの？
Yeah,
ならんな。
なんでだ。
シュタインズゲートの選択だからだ。
意味不明なんですけど。
だからお前はいつまで経っても助手止まりなのだ。
Changing a single event with a D-mail has a ripple effect. That changes events that occur afterwards. And evidenced by Kurisu's behavior up to this point, memories from the world before they changed are erased. Because, to the majority of the world, those memories are of events that never happened. One cannot have memories of something that never happened. That would be the natural conclusion to draw. Of course, I exist in a new altered now. I exist in the new altered now too, but it seems I alone have the ability to remember events from before the world was changed. That's my special ability, reading Steiner, a gift from God that I alone possess. The downside is I don't know exactly how the D-mail has changed the Worldline when I enter a new reality.
まあいいわ。それで何を送ったの？
何をとは？
だから過去に D メールを送ったんでしょ？何日前にどういうメールを送ったのか聞いてるのよ。
わからん。
は？
Yeah, wait, how would he not know that? She choked out a horrified gasp.
ちょっと、わからんってどういうことよ。
助手であるお前に教えてやろう、クリスティーナよ。
Right.
仮説を検証するためには度重なる実験を行わねばならないのだ。それも気が遠くなるほどのな。
She knows that.
要するに調子に乗っていっぱい送りすぎてわからなくなったってことか。
Oh, I thought he was gonna say I intentionally had a message sent that I didn't know the contents of to see if I would notice.
違うぞ。実は実験の最中にこの右腕が暴走。また
That voice actor, he's so good.
やかましい。マッドサイエンティスト自称するなら実験くらいちゃんとやれ、この中二病。
Chunibyo. Literally 8th grade syndrome, a term referring to the mindset exhibited primarily by teenage males, also used as a derogatory term to refer to older people who still exhibit this mindset, characterized by an affected attitude of nihilism or cynicism, extreme self-centeredness, delusions of power or superiority, and a consuming fear of being treated as a child. The person exhibiting these symptoms believes that they are cool, but most observers find them pathetic. Ouch. Chunibyo, which is often abbreviated Chuni, also refers to the fictional tropes that teenage males often enjoy, such as ancient conspiracies, superpowers, especially powers sealed in a character's eye or arm, Norse mythology, battles of the fate of the universe, etc. The consummate Chunibyo case will work such elements into their own personal backstory. Okabe is a textbook example. That's interesting. I definitely have the building blocks of being a Chunibyo, but I have never let it really interfere with my life. Like I said, I channel that energy in stuff like Dungeons and Dragons, you know? And it's not like I actually think I'm superior. I think that's the biggest difference, is like they start applying these things, these fantasies to themselves. I feel like I write stories, and you know, you can have heroes and when read stories or talk about things with superpowers, but like understand that it's not you. Ugh. I think I find it so cringy, not because it exists, but because I know I easily could have been like that, and I bet you when I was younger I was a lot more like that. Such arrogance for a mere assistant. But letting my anger show would be immature. I immediately take out my phone and put it up to my ear.
大丈夫だ。問題ない。これも俺に与えられた試練だ。なーに、これ式のこと、大したことではない。
Right.
ああ、すべてはシュタインズゲートの選択だ。エルプサイコングルー。
Right, it was like Uncle. I put the phone away only to find Mayuri standing right beside me.
ねえねえ、おかりんおかりん。
Aww.
だからマユリよ、俺は不王院教魔だと何度言えばわかるのだ。
おかりんはおかりんだよ。
Yeah, he is. Some battles cannot be won. I've been telling her for 5 years now, but she still doesn't get it. I can't say I like being called Okarin, but I guess I'll let her get away with it for now.
それでどうしたマユリ？ではない。用があったから声をかけたんだろう。
あ、そうだったね。 ろ用意ができたよって。
Ooh.
用意
だからね、宴会の用意できたのです。
Yes.
ああ
As I look around, I saw everyone who was once busy setting things up and staring at me. Now that I think about it, everyone gathered together today for some reason. I may not remember what, but I have no choice but to rise to the occasion. In single grand motion to let my lab coat fluttering, I made my declaration with his hands. You know, classic style.
よしこれより第89回円卓会議を始める
Conference begin! Oh, it's so cute! Fetch! Oh no! I thought I had a good thumbnail before! Now that's a good one too! Why is Daru putting that in her face? Get back from Ferris. This looks so adorable. And in a few minutes, the world was in chaos. Or at least the laboratory.
ねえ、マキセ・クリスってあの天才少女のマキセ・クリスだよね。
Aww, Suzuha.
天才かどうかはわからないけど。
なんで君みたいな人がこのラボの一員になったの？
それが私にもよくわからないのよね。
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
過去のお母さんの唐揚げおいしいね。そう言ってくれるとお母さんも喜ぶと思う。
Aww, Luca.
ねえねえ、萌香さんも食べてみて。
Mm-hmm.
ねえ、とっても美味しいよね。
Aww.
フェイリースタンにお願いがあるんだお。
Oh no.
にゃにゃ。
フェイリスタンの秘技、目を見て混ぜ混ぜをぜひお願いしたいよ。
今日のフェイリスはメイクインのメイドじゃないからダメにゃ。
Aw, well, it's true. Come on, she's on her break. Just be nice to her.
そこをなんとか。
ダメにゃ。
何なのだお前たち一体なんだこのカオスな円卓会議は
Ow! Plus, it's not like it's a party, not a meeting. This should be an important meeting that determines the direction of our lab. How could they take us so lightly?
違うよ、カリン。
何が違うというのだ
これはね、煙突会議じゃなくてね、宴会なんだよ。
She's calling you out. It's round table, not round table. Roundable. But even if I corrected her, Mayuri won't remember. I'll just pretend she said it right.
だからね、今日は難しい話はなしなのです。
そうそう、だいたい宴会をやると言い出したのはオカリン賞。
Why on earth would I say something like that? Even if I did say it, it's a mystery as to why.
しかしあまり騒ぐとまたミスター・ブラウンが怒鳴り込んでこないとも限らんだろう
That seems like a good enough excuse. The Future Gadget Laboratory is located just outside Akihabara, the second floor of an old two-story building. Ah, this building. Mr. Braun is the grumpy old owner of the Braun Tube Workshop on the first floor. He's dedicated his life to CRT TVs, so it's hard to imagine much demand for his services in this day and age. Still, in spite of Mr. Braun's grumpiness, he incites no fear in a man of many hidden talents as myself. But I'd really rather not incite his anger without a good reason. Especially because Mr. Braun is also the owner of the Ohiyama building. This building. Oh, okay. So I think I'm seeing that. So he said to stop experimentation and go on other stuff. It seems like this Okabe launched into this world possibly trying to save Mayuri by sending a D-mail to stop the time leap machine from being invented at all. And by doing that, he's launched us into whatever Worldline this is. Fortunately, my overflowing charisma convinced him to rent us an entire floor's worth of space for next to nothing. Mr. Braun truly had an eye for greatness, though that's not to say he can't be fickle. Long story short, I'd rather not cause a ruckus that made him angry and caused him to storm in here raising our rent. As I may or may not have received several threats of this nature before. Yeah, making noise is not a good idea.
店長なら今の時間は不在だから大丈夫だよ。
Nice.
何？それは本当か？
うん。店のことは私に任せるって言って出て行っちゃったからね。
The girl with braided hair said this as she picked up a snack and popped it into her mouth. This girl with braided hair, Amane Suzuha, is a part-time warrior hired by the Bronze Workshop. If she says she's gone, then maybe there's nothing to worry about.
それでバイト戦士よ。お前は何をしているのだ？
何って宴会でしょ？私だってなんて言ったっけ？ラバーメン？
Okay.
ラボメンか？
あ、そうそう、そのラボメンなんだからさ。
そういえばお前もラボメンなのだったな。
そういえばって失礼だな。岡部倫太郎が入れって言ったんじゃない。
Yeah, yeah.
今日からお前はラボメンナンバー008だって。
あ、そうだったか。
I see. So she's our 8th member. Well, I don't remember why I let her in, but this is yet another choice made by Steinsgate. I may hardly know this girl, but I have to believe that I will. At times, benevolence is necessary in the pursuit of bringing chaos upon the world.
それでだ。質問に答えてもらおう。お前はここで何をしているのだ？
Shouldn't you be working?
だからラボメンとして宴会に参加してるんだってば。
そういうことを言っているのではない。お前は店のことを任されたのではないのか？
うん、任されたよ。
その人間がここにいてはまずいんじゃないのか？
Yeah.
まずくないよ。だって今日はもう閉店しちゃったんだから。
Why?
何？
だって店長は私に任せるって言ったんだよ。だから閉店するのも私の勝手でしょ。
Oh, I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, okay. Impossible! I began shaking from the sheer shock of what I was hearing. So this is what the generation younger than us is like. Mr. Braun, I'm afraid I've misjudged your so-called eye for greatness.
ね、とにかくそういうわけだからね。今日はみんなで楽しくパーティーなのです。
Okay.
いいよね、おかりん。
まあ、そういうことなら致し方あるまい。
In reality, I had a number of objections, but I guess it is sometimes important to provide your subordinates with breaks.
それじゃあ難しい話も終わったみたいだし、改めて乾杯するにゃ。
Yeah, let's do
みんな
this.
カップを持つにゃ。
待て、そういうことはこの俺が。
Nope. Oh, the other cut out there. It wasn't me this time. My cursed hand did not activate. Goodbye! I'm the one who founded the lab. Should be the one to make the toast.
今日もどうしたにゃ。
He's like, nothing.
いや、なんでもない。
I can show everyone kindness for a day. Hyoden Kyoma is not a man to be bothered over such insignificant matters. And this Ferris girl.
やっぱり様子が変だにゃ。
そんなことはない。俺はいたって通常通りだ。
もしかして今日またあの時の。
Oh, here she goes.
何？
隠さなくてもいいにゃ。やっぱりあのグランクルセイドの時に受けた傷が。
The grand wound.
何を言う？あれ式の傷でこの俺が。
嘘にゃ。フェイリスの目はごまかされないにゃ。いいから見せるにゃ。
やめろ！俺に嘘はあるんじゃない。
She's so harsh,
や
man.
っぱり今日はあの時フェイリスたちを助けるために封じられし秘術を。
What is she even talking about? First of all, I've never heard of this Grand Crusade. Ferris is the most popular girl at the maid cafe, Main Queen Yan Yan, where Mary also works. She also owns it, but he doesn't know that yet. A type of cafe where waitresses wear maid uniforms using the French maid style. They typically call customers master. Patrons can talk to their waitresses and play games with them, but ultimately maid cafes are restaurants, not bordellos. Hopefully not. That'd be pretty sketch. Daria was a big fan of hers, but I'm not great at following all the imaginary things she makes up. She always steals my stories and adds her own settings onto them, and it makes them even more impenetrable. He's like, I'm kind of a fruitcake, but she's just bananas on toast. I call this technique dubbing 10. It's truly terrifying. If I were to go along with her stories, people around me would begin assuming that I'm delusional. They already... I like how he can be as delusional as he wants, he's fine, but as soon as she's throwing in, he's just like, I can't handle this. Yeah, I think, honestly, Ferris and I would share that incompatibility. Like, she's always doing it, but I think I'd be pretty good at adapting on my feet and telling a story. It's one of the things I think I'm fairly decent at, and so I probably could follow along a story with her a little bit, but it would also be, like, she takes it in these really crazy directions that could be tough to handle. And allow me to make one thing clear. The things I say are not rambles of delusion. He knew I'd be calling him out. I speak the truth. I'm not delusional, she is delusional. I will not abide being lumped in with her. You suck, Okabe. In fact, I should probably change the subject before she gets carried away. Oh, my cheeks are swelling.
お前もラボメンとなったのだったな。
そうにゃ。漆黒の闇に仕える7つの鍵の守護神と古の盟約を果たし、苦心の末、念願のラボメンナンバー007として認められたんだにゃ。
007, best number, and it's just like I hear a buzzing sound.
しかしなぜラボに入ったのだ？理由を聞かせてもらおう。
それはだにゃ。
それは？
Yeah.
このラボに入ることで。フェイリスから妹を奪ったあの憎きゴールデンダスクに一矢報いるために。
そうか、わかった。
今日まだ最後まで言ってないにゃ。
I think she sees it as a way to vent and as a game kind of, but he doesn't. I can waste no more time on Ferris. You take that back, mister. You waste as much time as you can on Ferris. As I turn my back to her. My eyes meet those of the person who stood right in front of me.
Okabe-san.
Hey, Luca.
Luca 子か。
Yorushibara Luca. My disciple in the same grade as Mayuri in Lab Mem 006. Probably. At the glance, Luca seemed like the ideal Japanese woman, beautiful and elegant. However, he's a guy. Are you sure about that? This Worldline he might not be. While preparing for the party, Luca was working more quickly and efficiently than anyone else. But he's a guy. No, wait. I took a closer look at Lukako's face.
Okabe-san.
Yeah, okay, I think this is girl Lukako.
俺は岡部ではない。
ごめんなさい、京馬さん。
見た目は変わらんが。
A few hours before I changed the past using a D-mail, Lukako made a surprising confession that it was his dream to be a girl. While it seemed impossible feat, even with a time machine, we sent a message to his mother's pager. Right, it's crazy way to go. The early method of receiving wireless messages service in Japan started around 1968. After support for text data was added in the 1990s, pagers grew in popularity among high school girls. However, pagers were soon replaced by cellular phones. Pager services were terminated in 2007. Oh.
どうしてですか？僕の顔に何かついてますか？
No, you're lovely. Alright, Shining Finger. Are you sure it was okay for me to be there, Moeka? Oh, I'm sure it's fine.
ルカ子、一つ聞いてもいいか？
Oh boy, here we go.
はい、なんでしょう？
お前、母親のポケベルにメッセージを送ったりは？
お母さんのポケベルにメッセージですか？いえ。
送っていないのか？
はい。そもそも 僕のお母さん、昔ならともかく今はポケベルなんて持ってませんし。
そうか。
Right. So there we are. I thought he might have, but perhaps I was overthinking things. Nothing seems to have changed about Lukaku. I'm relieved, but also kind of sad. Oh yeah, you know you want Lukaku as a girl. It was okay, right? I'm also a lab member after all. Sorry, I'm just not used to these kinds of situations, so I got nervous, Mocha.
ごめんなさい、京馬さん。
なぜルカ子が謝るのだ？
だって京馬さん、なんだかがっかりしたように見えたから。
No, he's just as emotionally intuitive as ever. But he's a guy.
もうダメだよオカリ。ルカ君をいじめちゃ。
まゆりちゃん、僕別にいじめられてなんか。
Context clues. Wait, this is important. We need to make sure we know what the gender is. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Gadget. So what kind of gadget is it anyway? I haven't actually heard anything about it. Fill me in.
その通りだ、マユリ。それにルカ子は俺の弟子なのだから、少々のことは同意の上と認められるのだ。
Right.
少々のことって。
うほう、オカリンってもしかしてそっちの趣味があったん？だとしたら今度から僕も気をつけなきゃ。
Yes, just you.
岡部、あんた。
No.
バカ者！そういう意味ではない。
なんだ、ちょっと残念。
That's a shame. Luca, you're a lot more bold than I remember.
Eh?
Wait, what?
Eh?
Yeah, wait, what? What?
あ、やだ、僕今変なこと。
Oh man.
ルカ君今なんて言ったの？
Uh-huh. Luca?
何も言ってないよ。何も。
Oh my gosh.
本当だってば。
Well, I'll just pretend I didn't hear anything. And actually.
おい、始圧しよう。言いたいことがあったらはっきりと声に出して言えばいいだろう。目の前にいる時くらい携帯のメールを送ってくるのはよせ。
ごめんなさい。
Aww.
私、面と向かって話すの苦手だから。
Yeah. Shining Finger, so named for her unbelievably fast messaging skills, a title I bestowed upon her. Her real name is Kiryu Moaka, or something. She works at an editing company in Akihabara called A Rewrite. Or Arc Rewrite, I think I might have misremembered that. I made her a lab member 005 to swear her to secrecy when she found out about D-Mail a few days ago. But now that the past has changed, I can't be sure about how she became a lab mem. I'm sure that it will reveal itself later, unless it doesn't. Because, you know, why? It's not a major concern right now.
それで岡部君。
じゃあさっきから俺は大壁ではなくて法王院京馬だと言っているだろうが。
Jeez, don't yell.
まったくお前たちは揃いも揃って。
岡部君、さっきの話なんだけ
She just doesn't care.
がなな
Is this it? Do they all think so lightly of me? Then I have no choice but to show them the true terror of... Seriously? Seriously? I'm really interested in the new gadget. Can you please tell me where it is? Oh, okay. My vengeful enthusiasm wanes. I don't think this sort of approach would work on her anyway.
そんなに新しいガジェットのことを知りたいのか。
もしかしていよいよ新作ガジェットの発表かにゃ？
I wonder if that was a choice, actually. Like, that could have been something I could have just clicked through and he would have gotten mad at her, so who knows?
なんだフェイリス、お前も知りたいのか。
だってそのために大変なところわざわざ集まったんだにゃ。
Aww.
大変なところ？
どうしたん？もしかしてフェイリスタン、なんか大変なことでもあるん？
Calm down, Daru.
なんでもないにゃ。
本当に？ 僕でよければいつでも力を貸すから言ってほしいよ。
ありがとにゃ。でも本当の本当に何でもないから気にしないでほしいにゃ。
おかしいな。エロゲならここでダル君素敵ってフラグが立つところじゃね。
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a flag for us. So a flag. Metafiction term refers to common methods of foreshadowing particular events. A death flag, for example, suggests the character will die shortly. Death flags and romance flags are the most common. Daru, now might not be the best time for Aroge logic. I don't know, actually, we're playing this game, it might be time for Aroge logic. We can all hear you.
それよりもガジェットのことにゃ。
Yes.
僕も聞きたいです。岡部さんじゃなくて京馬さんたちが作ったガジェットのこと。
Everyone in the lab is looking at me. Yes.
そうかそうか、どうやらお前たちにもようやくラボメンとしての自覚が芽生えたようだな。ではとくと聞くがよい。新しいガジェット、それは
Yes.
それは
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 I don't know.
それは
誰よ、説明を頼む。
自分で説明しないのかよ。
I can't remember.
D メール実験のせいで俺のここ数日の記憶は現状とは違っているのだと。
ああ、そっか。
I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here. We'll learn about the new gadgets next time. But this has already proven to be very, very fun. Oh, I can't stop smiling. It's gonna be great. I'm sure it's gonna have its moments too. Like these writers, they're not gonna be able to not pull our heartstrings, but it's definitely gonna be much more lighthearted and fun than other ones have been. Oh, the just reward for going through so much psychological trauma. I'm excited for it. So thank you guys so much for being a part of it. As always, it's a pleasure to be able to talk to you here. If you want to be able to share some things, I'm going to be opening up a new section in the chat. Actually, I might be just renaming the linear bound section and changing it to this so we don't lose those notes as easily. But yeah, go check the Discord, look for the new links that I'm going to be having there so we can talk about this game, you know, freely. And I'm going to have a spoiler zone if you want to talk about stuff that's going to happen that you don't want, that I shouldn't see, since we would, you know, spoil it for me and my reactions. But yeah, make sure to look for it there. Also, of course, if you haven't known, I do have a Patreon. Thank you so much for those who have supported me up till this point. Names will be on the screen, hopefully. But the most important thing to understand is that Patreon is about long-term goals. It's about building up the channel to the point where it can become a like self-sustainable, that it can be grown and I can put more and more time into it. Currently, I'm kind of working at max capacity, which is pretty much 3, maybe 4 videos a week occasionally. I'd love to make that more, and people who can support me on things like Patreon or watching on YouTube with ads are ways to help make that happen. But of course, I don't expect that of any of you. So if you're curious and want to support the channel, please do so, and thank you. You will have some access to some behind-the-scenes stuff if you do, but otherwise, just enjoy the show. And for everyone, thank you so much for being a part of the channel. Being here is so much, like, so meaningful to me. It really makes a big difference because I love this content. I love being able to share it with people. That was the motivation of starting the channel, if you remember. I wanted to be able to share my experiences because I didn't have anyone to talk to about it, and now I've found all of you. So thank you for showing your support for these series. Thanks for being a part of it. I hope you continue to enjoy them and can continue to make great suggestions for me to play visual novels in the future. But for now, enjoy, kick back, relax, and I'll see you next week for more of My Darling's Embrace. And until next video watching me, I'll see me next. I'll see you there.